Hello everybody, and welcome back to Farming Sim 2022. I am Ambassador Sturm, and today I actually have my buddy Jake here with me, helping me out on the farm.
What's up, everybody?
So, today we're be doing run around. Jake's currently doing some work on one side of the farm. We did some work yesterday, we expanded the farm. So we are going to do half of it field, and we're also going to do the other part more livestock. So I bring the map up here. We just have field 42 and 50 left to buy for the field side. Took 52, 55, 53, and 54 for livestock. So we're going to use that all for livestock. Jake is currently out there putting up the pens and the sties and barns and such and getting that all set up while I'm working on the field side. And we also have changed a couple fields around, so up here at the farm now we have potatoes instead of pure sunflowers, because we're expanding the livestock from just pigs to pigs, cows, horses. Basically we're going to do something for every type of animal. So we went through, we changed up the fields. So there's two fields up at the house. The main house are potatoes. Our field 40 just over here is corn. And in 41 we just did a harvest yesterday, but that field was wheat. We left 47 and 48 as sunflowers. I haven't quite figured out what I want to throw in 43 or 51 yet. But so far we're working 4 different crops so we can feed our animals, get them set and get them going. But I will run over and we'll go show you the progress that Jake has done so far with the animal side. I personally really like what he's done with it.
Untouched, thank
you. No worries. I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything like that myself, so.
A little bit of practice.
Especially when it comes to landscaping. We all know what I'm like when it comes to landscaping.
You'll be fine. I'll put up a little testing ground for
you. Alright, but we'll jump in the Ford here. And yes, I had to go back to the Fords because we tried jumping in with the Lizard 3500 and the Chevy 3500, and neither one of them wanted to cooperate and work for us. So, but we both already had the Lizard F350 and vehicles like that, so we were like, okay, well, we'll just run those and we'll call it at that. But we'll come up through 52 here that we currently haven't done anything with other than harvested and painted over. And we did the same thing with 55, but over here in 55, Jake actually has some progress going.
Small bits. I've got the horse pen, the stables up and going, and then the cows, like, I think the cows.
Yeah, because this one's the horse, so this one should be the cows, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, most of the cows roam around free, and then these little areas here is for all of your food stuffs and everything, so you can just throw it on in and make, their proper food stuff. I can't remember what it's called right now, but yeah. Basically make the cows healthier, grow faster, and breed more.
Sweet. So we've got horses and cows pretty much set up so far. So we just need the sheep, the pigs, and
chickens.
Chickens. beehives I'm thinking we'll still probably throw out by like the sunflowers and the corn and such, because they're supposed to increase our yield, right?
Oh, that's it.
So those we'll just throw by the fields, but yeah, we'll use these fields for everything else.
Pretty much. Plus, I was thinking, since there is like, multiple fields that you're going to be having like crops on, I mean, the widespread out to bees wouldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then it'd just be like helping pretty much everything.
Yeah. Well, depend, because the bees only they only help certain crops.
Yeah.
Let's see. They produce honey. It'll be placed centralized location. Has to be bought, placed separately. If you place beehives near fields, certain crops will have slightly increased yield. I was looking somewhere, and it was telling me what fields it was. Where was that? Where was that? I think that was in here. Bees. Yeah, place your beehives next to fields of canola, sunflower, and potatoes. Those are the only three. So we can put them by our potatoes and our sunflowers.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It'll make the yield even better, so we have more stuff to actually go into any pens or honestly just sell. I mean, you've been doing up that sunflower oil that you were telling me yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, compared to just normal sunflowers, the oil kind of pays a bit more. And for anyone curious as to what I'm talking about, where is it? Right here. Sunflowers right now are averaging about 2 grand with a high of 2,400. But if we throw it in the oil mill and make it oil, we get an average jump to about 5,400 to 5,800 per 1,000 liters. So, yeah, any excess sunflowers we'll just throw in the oil mill and it can keep cranking out oil for us and make some money. And what pen were you thinking of putting down next?
Most likely the pigs, since you already have that one.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well get that back up and running. I mean, you have the silos and whatnot for all their feed in there, so you might as well keep raising up the pigs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was just curious. I wanted to make sure. That also reminds me. Thanks for reminding me. We completely switched out the silo yesterday.
You did, yes. Instead of that tiny one, we got 3 large.
Yeah, we'll just make a quick run over. You can probably see it on the top right of my screen there for a little bit, but come over to the field. Yeah, we took the single one that holds up to 2 million liters out. We did a little bit of landscaping and rising and leveling, and we actually lined up the port here where you drop or where you fill with the gravel road little path that was already here, and we just brought that up, leveled it with the rest of the ground. So yeah, we went from having the one silo at 2 million liters to having the 3 set at 6 million. So we hopefully should have lots of room for any of the 4 crops we have growing, and if we need to upgrade down the line, well, we'll get there.
Honestly, I'm just glad that I'm helping out a real farmer for Farm Sim instead of someone who's in mass amounts of debt. What do you mean you need me to work my butt off just so you can make more money? You're like way in debt, bro. Why not just start over?
Yep. But it's like you said, with your brother having Farm Sim, you'd actually be able to jump in more and help on the farm more too, even when you're not sitting here beside me. Which, if anyone starts hearing like a double voice kind of thing, that's why. I am sitting at my desk at my computer, and Jake is quite literally like 2 feet behind me on my bed playing Farm Sim on my PS4. Like, we're literally just sitting here playing, and so yeah, if you hear a double voice, that's because he's quite literally like right behind me.
Yeah, you can fix that in post. Something no director wants to hear.
That's okay. Most of this will be in a video anyway. Because my so far editing skills from what I've been working on is intro, outro, and not horribly much in the middle. I tried doing that with one of my other videos and I started screwing stuff up, and I was like, hey, nope, we'll go back and we'll just do it a little basic for now, and once I get more used to it, I'll get more into it and more in depth. But
Of course.
for now, the fact that I've got even something editing wise on the video is just decent. Because my first few went up completely unedited, nothing on them, literally just upload from right after recording.
Oh,
Alright, and potatoes are still growing. I'm surprised these things haven't flipped over to harvest yet.
yeah, potatoes do take a bit.
Yeah, I guess yesterday they were probably going to have to wait till September to harvest them, if they don't want to pop in August.
Yeah, but hey, what can you do? Can't force Mother Nature's hand. Oh wait, it's a simulator.
That's the other thing I like about just being able to sit here and run around the farm and play with buddies. Like, at the end of the day, it is still a game. Like, I'm not one of those like hardcore sim people that's gonna dive right in and do everything to the exact. Like, at the end of the day, we're here to enjoy it. Like,
Say, man, if you can't enjoy a game, what's the point playing?
exactly.
Hey man, since the bees, help out canola, potatoes, and sunflowers, we could easily purchase this 42. Since it's all canola and it's ready to harvest, you can keep that as a canola field and use the canola for freaking, more oils and such. And
Yeah, start getting some sunflower and canola oil going.
I crashed.
Oh, alright, well, it looks like Jake had a little mishap there with the system, but that's okay. He'll probably log himself back in, or
This is probably my little brother on my PS4 doing up some of his stuff. I'll just have to give him a call. Jesse, where are you doing? I shall be back.
alright, Jake's gonna go give his brother a call, because he figures that's probably his brother that made him give him the mishap by trying to sign in on his PS4 at home, so Jake should be back here probably momentarily.
Yeah, it's probably just didn't want to download my Fallout.
But that's all good. We'll let Jake go make a phone call, and we'll sit here, and I'll probably start restacking some bales. So if we're gonna restack and make them look decent, we'll grab the skid steer, not the loader, because, well, the loader is really good if you want to pick up a whole bunch of them, but when you want to try and be neat with it, the skid steer is definitely the better choice.
I'm back,
Alright.
Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is go to the cow pastures and dogs. What we need for them is straw so that they have some sort of food source, also water for them so that
Yeah, I'm not overly worried about straw, because, well, we kind of have a silage bunker with a shitload of bales in it that I'm currently restacking, so I'm not overly worried about straw. And as for water, well, we can put another water tub back in, so because we took the old one that we had out to make room for the silos.
depending on how many cows we have, two.
Yeah, it's gonna probably have to be go through, get the pens and such put in, and then see where we gotta put them.
Okay. There's a bale and pallet storage.
And the what?
Bale and pallet storage. Silo.
Oh.
That.
Oh, yeah, I think that's one I used to have. It literally just stores it and it'll like disappear. So you can't just go in and grab it. You have to go into the menu thing and actually like pick your bale. But at least with the silage one that we do have, we literally can just drive in, grab a bale, and drive out, right? But that's okay. This is just about restacked. How's the barns and everything coming?
The barns are going well. Right now I got them placed and I know where to grab everything else. Mostly just going through, learning new things. That apparently wasn't in Farm 19. But yeah. We definitely need hay and whatnot for the sleeping cows so they can do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the grass feed, and I can't remember what the other thing was called. Yeah, definitely that's what I was thinking.
Maybe that's what we'll do with frickin' field 51.
Actually, yeah, that wouldn't be too
Plant
bad.
grass in it.
51. That's just above this one, yeah. This one here? Or this one
No,
up there?
51's on the bottom.
Oh, right there. Thank you.
Yeah. So if we do, because we can keep, well, if we're gonna have 42 and 50 at some point, we could probably do 40 and 41 of corn, do 42 and 43 of wheat, and then do 50 and 51 of grass, and then we'll leave 47, 48, 45, and 46, so we still have our potatoes and our sunflowers. And then this way we also get the grass field that we need for the feed, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because then that way we also figure out what we're doing with these fields.
Well, I know for a fact we're going to need freaking grass, which was a great idea for 51.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. The hay and TMR, that's what it's called, the TMR, the mix of stuff, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Yeah, their food mixed up, and yeah, not to mention, of course, the water, so that the animals are healthy, and the animals that are healthy in older than 18 months can be able to reproduce.
Yep.
Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure their gestation period is like, what, 10 months?
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Yep. They hit puberty at 18 months and then gestation is 10.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
Of course, when you go into the animal dealer menu, there's different kinds of cows, so you get your age, your gestation period, your puberty. Of course, the ones who are like, well, for some reason, 0 month, it says here, is like $200. Well, euros or whatever you got for your.
Yeah. Yeah, those would be the newborn, like the calves kind of thing.
And of course, the older they get, the more expensive they are.
Yeah.
So what kind of cows you want? Brown Swiss, Holstein? And obviously, we're going to need males. So, Angus, bulls. Or is that?
Well, how many cow barns do you plan on putting up? Just the one?
For now, yeah. Because I don't want to spend your whole $6 million.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Not worried about that at all. I'd say for now, because how much do we have? 80 spots in that barn?
80 spots for 80 cows. Most likely only go up to 20 so that they can reproduce and everything, right?
I was thinking do like maybe 40 cows, so there is still room. I'd say for the first barn, go with the Black Angus.
Ooh, nice.
And as for age, I'll leave that up to you. Basically, is how fast do we want them to start reproducing?
Well, as long as we get them up to at least 18 months, they can start to reproduce.
Yeah.
In which case, that'll be the most expensive cow.
Yeah, but that's if we go with the ones that are already 18 months and already at puberty. If we go with like a 0 month one, that gives us time to finish setting up the barn and start getting stuff into it, and right? Because it'll give them time to grow while we take the time to actually fill it with food and get everything going. So, and I think all of our animals, we probably should do 0 months on the age.
Okay.
Just so we can go through and finish setting up barns and setting up hens and setting up water barrels and such like that.
Yeah, but we don't really want them to, like, just be sitting there doing nothing. I mean, if they have no food, no water, no
Well,
nothing, they're
no,
not gonna
like we
grow.
can start them with like basic food and such, but like there's no point in jumping right to animals that are already have hit puberty and are already mature and ready to reproduce if we have no condition for them to reproduce.
Hmm.
At least if we go with like the 0 or 12-month one, it gives us some time before they start trying to reproduce.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's just a matter of starting to get stuff in and get stuff ready for them. And I mean, when it comes to like slurry and such, we can get that from the cows or pigs. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, the liquid fertilizer would be from the cows here. In which case, there's actually pens, or sorry, silos sort of things, just for it all.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be much. I mean, I think it's only like 35,000. I should double check.
Because, yeah, I'm not horribly worried about getting slurry. But, like, if we hit a point and we have too much slurry and we need to get rid of it. But when it comes to fertilizing the fields, well, like I said yesterday, we'll probably just keep using the fertilizer that we have at the farm.
Oh, yeah, it's 65,000. My bad. Because, yeah, the liquid manure tank can easily go right beside the cows. I mean, this nice freaking storage right there. Simple, easy cross between. Then, of course, yeah.
Bunker silos for chaff grass and hay. It converts to silage. But at the same point, if you want silage, just cut your grass field and bale it and wrap the bale and just let it ferment. And it'll turn to silage.
Yeah, that's like the easiest way.
Yep.
Good for beginners.
It's what I used to do way back when. My entire farm used to be grass.
I love it.
So I had a friggin' pretty kick butt mower, and yeah, I'd go through and cut it, and then go and bale it, and store all the bales, and then I would just sell the silage. Because compared to
Oh, and with the
grass,
water
friggin'
tanks.
silage is selling better.
Plus with the water containers, I'm not sure, because there's a blue one, a nice tall blue one. It says on it that you have to place it next to a greenhouse so it can, like, water your crops and everything in there. I'm not sure if it works for the animals too, so I think we're just going to go for the straight water tank that you used to have. Have like 2 or 3 of those
Yeah.
for the 80 cows that we're going to have, like, roaming.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Do 2 or 3, maybe 4 water tanks around all of the barns and the pens. That way everyone has water. I mean, I know the big pigsty, you don't need to put water in it. But as for like the cow barn or the horse barn, I'm not entirely sure.
Actually, yeah, neither am I. I should double check that. Because it has an automatic feeding station. Little Vector and ID egg girl feed kitchen. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think everyone except for the pigs, I think you need to put water in with. Maybe. I might have that wrong.
Well, either way, we're going to have a couple extra, because what I was thinking is we could take the large barn, right? The largest one, the most expensive for the cows. Have that, and then have a nice little cow pasture for, like, the older ones, the ones that we're going to be selling and just basically making money off of. We take them from here, we raise them, put them in there. Those are the ones to be sold.
Yeah, that could work. As long as we can keep track of which ones actually need to be moved over to be sold. But yeah, that could work.
Amazing. Yeah, egg grow. So we don't technically need to be watering them in this barn, but for the actual pastures, that's definitely something we need to focus our water stuff on.
Yep. Yeah, because the pasture itself doesn't have a water generator like the actual barns do.
Mhm.
Alright, well let's see how this is going here. Well, we're gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna keep restacking some bales. Jake's gonna keep going with pastures and such. We'll actually do a quick run out there because, well, unfortunately you guys can't see what he's doing or his screen, so I'll quickly run out and give you guys an idea what we've been talking about and what's where. So, we have the big cow barn here, right in the middle, that was originally placed, and then the extra pastures we were talking about are these two down here. And then we're probably going to throw a water tank, probably, I don't know, what do you think, like in the middle here somewhere? Like, kind of like right around where I'm standing kind of thing?
Oh yeah, I was thinking just right in between these two here, so that we can easily just drag in our water container things, and then just to the left, to the right, park it right back.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much basically right where I'm standing.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, and then we'll probably do another pasture or something up over here. And, there we go. TPI's up a little much. But yeah, that's what we were talking about with the pastures and the barns, and yeah, that's currently what we're up to, what we've been doing the last couple days, and I do apologize to everyone. I have been a bit behind on uploads and such. I've been reconfiguring my sim rig for trucking and other such. I finally got a new wheel that actually works with my pedals, so...
And might I say, it is dope as can be.
But yeah, I actually have my full pedals, my shifter, set up everything back. We even managed to find a way with my wheel stand to tilt my wheel, like you see with the new SimTask steering kits, or like Moza's new angle mount for their TSW. I was looking at one of those. I was really thinking about it, but unfortunately I do not have any Moza environment equipment or hub or anything, so it would be a little more expensive for me to get into because I'm not quite in the Moza environment yet. I would like to get there, but not there yet. So, but I will most likely have a video out for ATS here in I want to say probably the next few days-ish, because I've been a bit behind, so I'm going to try and put a couple out to try and get back into the program and the rhythm and back to where I was, hopefully back to uploading once a week. I was just on a little bit of a hiatus while trying to get my sim and my desk and everything sorted out and having other stuff to deal with in my personal life, but I am back. I've got a new setup. We're good to go. Like I said, I'll probably throw a couple pictures in the ATS video I'll put out with how the sim's looking and what I did and how I adapted it. But for now, that was pretty much, this is our update on the farm, where we're at, what we've done, a little bit of update on the stuff coming for ATS, where I've been. And I would like to thank everyone for tuning in. This has been Ambassador Sturm. Thanks for joining.